Wonyoung.
In a world where people love to tear down those in the spotlight, Wonyoung stands as a symbol of power. Whether it's admiration or hate, the industry has found its goldmine in her. But have you ever wondered how someone like Wonyoung manages to remain unshaken despite the constant criticism and hate? Let's break down the mindset that's allowed her to thrive. Despite facing constant hate, Wonyoung doesn't just survive the storm. She moves through it with ease. Whether it's internet trolls or public opinion, she seems unbothered, almost unfazed. And that ability to rise above negativity is one of the key traits of someone who truly owns their space. So how does she do it? The secret lies in her self-confidence and her control over how much of the hate she internalizes. What sets her apart is her ability to separate her worth from external validation. She doesn't let the noise affect her focus. This mindset is crucial when you're constantly in the public eye, knowing that your value doesn't depend on what others think is a superpower. Beyond the noise, one thing Wonyoung does effortlessly is express herself, whether through her style, performance, or simply existing in the public eye. This ability to be unapologetically yourself is what creates an it-girl energy. But it's not just about the physical, it's about owning your space in the world and showing up as your most authentic self. Her fashion choices, the way she carries herself, and how she speaks all point to an underlying confidence. She shows us that being an it girl isn't about perfection or fitting into a mold. It's about embracing your individuality, flaws and all. Something else I think the majority of us noticed is Wonyoung's circle is small. Despite her bubbly personality and her kindness towards everybody she meets, unlike other celebrities, Wonyoung prefers to keep her life private and never overshare or open up with others easily. One of the most important things to notice about Wonyoung is her control over her image, her public persona, and even the narrative about her. She doesn't just passively accept whatever the media says about her, she takes charge of her own story. Whether it's through social media, interviews, or her performances, she constantly reaffirms her position as not just a subject of media attention, but a force that shapes that attention. Wonyoung is the perfect example of someone who knows her worth, owns her narrative, and refuses to be defined by the negativity around her. Her mindset is something we can all learn from.
어릴 때부터 바비의 자신감 넘치는 당당함을 좋아했어요.
Never let hate define you, and never allow others' opinions to determine your self-worth. It's about control, confidence, and self-expression. Most people react to hate with anger. Wonyoung. She reacts with success. She understands that responding gives people power over her emotions. So instead of fighting, she wins by thriving. When someone wants to bring you down, the worst thing you can do is let them know they're winning. Wonyoung understands this perfectly. She doesn't argue, she doesn't explain herself, and she doesn't try to prove anything. And by doing nothing, she does everything. Because when you refuse to react, you stay in control. The biggest reason she's unbothered, she knows her worth. When you genuinely believe in yourself, other people's opinions don't shake you. Wonyoung doesn't seek approval. She doesn't over-explain. She exists in her own lane. And that is what makes her untouchable. While people are busy making hate posts, Wonyoung is making money. Hate is free promo, and she knows how to use it to her advantage. The more people talk about her, the more relevant she becomes. And instead of letting it tear her down, she lets it fuel her career. That's called emotional intelligence. Being an it girl isn't about luck, it's about presence. Wonyoung understands the power of mystery, femininity, and branding herself as untouchable. People project their insecurities onto her because she represents something rare, self-assurance, beauty, and control. But instead of tearing her down, maybe it's time to learn from her.